Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2025, and I'm going to be talking about 5 different ways to save battery on this device. Now, I have been using this device as my daily driver, and I did notice compared to the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024 that the battery is just feels like it's a little bit more optimized with this one. I feel like I get a little bit more out of the battery, and that's because this display on here is a little bit more sharper, more vivid. It basically gives out more light, allowing it to be brighter when you look at it. But you barely notice the difference, obviously, if you compare them side by side. But one of the things that does is it makes the phone be able to use more power, which is going to drain it a little bit faster. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 different ways to actually save battery on the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2025. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked in for more videos just like this. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So yeah, I definitely like this device. I definitely like the overall performance of it. I like how fast it feels when I'm using it. I like how responsive it is. I like the cameras on here. I also like gaming. There's just a lot of things I like about this device, especially with that stylus built in. It just makes it really clutch when you're trying to do certain stuff. And I definitely think this phone is going to be a very popular phone for the budget mid-range space in 2025. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the 5 different ways to save battery on the Moto G Stylus. This is the case that I've been using lately. It's the 2D Emerge case. So I could definitely leave a link down below where I got this one. But yeah, I want to take this off just so you could kind of see the color of this one. So yeah, this is like that leather, that imitation leather material. This is the Pantone Surf the Web color, which is really solid. I really just enjoy using this phone in general. It's an absolute stunning device. Overall, I have no complaints whatsoever. But one of the things that I did want to do was improve the battery life, because I noticed that when I get home from work, I'm at about 40%, maybe even 30% to 20%. And that's like around 6 p.m. So I wanted to extend the battery. And today when I got home, the battery was at like 70%. So I was able to do some things to kind of tweak the settings, enabling me to get better battery life. So I want to talk about what I did. So the first thing that I did to actually get better improvement when it came to battery life was basically I made the wallpaper dark. So I know that sounds really simple, but one of the things you can do to make your battery life better, very simple thing, is just pick a wallpaper that doesn't have too much white in it. So anything that basically looks like this with a lot of darker shades to it with very little white color, that's going to actually make your phone last a little bit longer throughout the day. So that's the first thing I did. All right. Second thing I did was I went down into the settings and I actually turned on battery saver. Now, one of the things I noticed is when I turned on battery saver, I could still feel the haptics. I could still feel, the vibrations, which a lot of phones turn that off when you put the battery saver on. This one doesn't do that. So it just still felt really premium. It still felt really nice. And it just felt normal. It didn't even feel like the phone was stuttering. Obviously, when you turn battery saver on, it's going to reduce the performance in a lot of ways. This one didn't do that. It still looks really smooth. And so the third thing I did was I actually turned off the 120 hertz. which sounds crazy because you would normally think that when you use this device, you would have that turned on all the time. Well, that feature on here is a battery killer. So I put it on the 60 hertz, and I notice I'm able to get way better battery life out of this phone when I have that turned to 60 hertz. And I didn't even notice, like when I had that turned off, I didn't even notice. So like, let me show you when I'm scrolling through Meta, it still looks smooth. Like it doesn't even look like I turned that off. Like I could barely tell I turned that off. So yeah, it's not even gonna make a big difference when it comes to the overall performance on this one. So the next thing that I did to save battery life was I reduced the brightness by clicking this button that says extra dim. So this button actually turns down the brightness on your phone, making it look a little bit less bright. So basically that's actually gonna give out less power overall on the device, saving battery throughout the day. And it makes a huge difference when you have that feature actually, turned on. It definitely helps the battery performance throughout the day. But if you're still here, just type down in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay. Now I definitely know what you did to actually make your battery better, but the last thing I did, this is the fifth thing I did, was I turned on the gesture setting all the way down to the bottom, flip to D&D. And so basically when you're not using the phone, you flip it face down, you'll hear a little vibration. And when you flip it back up, you'll feel another vibration. But when you flip it face down, it turns off all the notifications on the device. I noticed this actually allowed my phone to be on standby mode and drain way less battery. So like every 3 hours, I think throughout the entire night, it only drained like 4% when I was sleeping to when I woke up, when I had it like set like this, which was nuts to me. So yeah, I definitely think these features will help. These are the 5 ways I save battery on my Moto G Stylus 2025. Hopefully you did find this helpful. And if you do have any tips that you want to share on how you save battery life on your Moto G Stylus 2025 or anything like that, let me know in the comment section down below and share that with the crew. But if you're still here, just type down below, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Even if you have the Stylus 2024, let me know what you think about that one. If you have both, let me know what you think about the battery life on both. Obviously, I still like both. I still use both. I like to record with the cameras. They both are pretty solid. And so, yeah, this is the Moto G Stylus 2025 and 24 and my top ways to save battery life on the 25. But I'm going to hit you back in the comment section and I'll get right back with you. Namaste.